Hi, I'm here to talk to you about a little program I started called LIFE. And LIFE stands for Living Intentionally Through Fasting Experiences. Over last summer, I decided to undergo a series of fasts lasting a month each in order to try to live more mindfully. I thought that the process of abstaining from something actually would make me more aware of its role in my life. And when the fast is over, my hope is that I approach that area with greater intentionality and balance. I decided to start with my biggest excess, which is shopping. I'm not a shopaholic, but I do love a deal. And all too often, I buy something because it was a great sale or because it's super cute and not because I actually need it. So I decided that I would not be shopping for 8 weeks, August and September. Go big or go home, right? I allowed myself to buy the following: food, essential toiletries, school supplies for my daughter. That's it. No clothing, makeup, jewelry, shoes, handbags, books, or cute office decorations for me. It was easier than I thought, although I haven't completely reformed, so I may choose to repeat this one again. In October, I fasted from excess, which means that I challenged myself to go through our house and get rid of anything unused, unwanted, or that which is a duplicate. For example, an entire drawer of my kitchen was filled with rubber spatulas. Really? I used 2. I donated those extras and all those items to groups who need them. Hopefully, the wonderful effect of purging the clutter will keep me from overbuying in the future. Reduce, reuse, recycle, right? In November, I fasted from social media. I picked this area because I love Pinterest and Facebook, but I was pretty disgusted by the ugliness the presidential election created on social media, and I hope to avoid it immediately before and after Election Day. I found myself getting way too upset and angry about posts. I was tired of wasting time composing snappy comebacks in my mind, but not posting them. So no Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, online games, etc. I allowed myself email, work-related mostly, and texting, again, as a means of communication only. My goal was to return to social media in a more balanced manner. What did I do to fill the considerable time that would have been spent on my iPad? Well, I read, spent time with my family, piddled around the house, and allowed myself to be still. In December, the month with the most hustle and bustle, I tried to keep holy the Sabbath. In other words, I fasted from shopping, working, and running errands on Sundays. One Sunday, I put on my favorite holiday movie and decorated the tree. Another Sunday, I took a nap and read a book by the fire. Honestly, it was a big challenge, as I tend to put errands off until Sunday, and it was the Christmas season. I had to plan ahead to keep those Sundays free. However, I'm pleased to say that I succeeded, and I really enjoyed my peaceful, fun Sundays. January wasn't so successful. It was supposed to be a fast from restaurants, not just eating in them, but also getting takeout, zipping through the drive-thru, pizza delivery, etc. I am perfectly capable of preparing quick, easy, and healthy food for my family, but I can get lazy when our schedules get busy. And I'm a foodie. I failed in the first week. My friends invited me to see a movie, which turned into dinner after, joined by our husbands. We had a wonderful time, eating yummy food, laughing, and catching up. Afterward, my husband said, "I thought you were fasting from restaurants this month." Gulp. I gave up. Which I shouldn't have done because I also need to fast from perfectionism. Anyway, I hope to try again another month. February's fast is from excuses. I tend to make excuses as a way of doing what I want to do or not doing what I don't want to do. I hate to exercise, so I can come up with a million excuses for not doing it. Having integrity means being honest with myself as well as with others. This means that instead of offering a lame excuse when my friend asks if I want to work out with her, I will either just do it or simply tell her, no, not today. Fitness isn't the only area of my life in which I make excuses, and living in truth all the time is a worthy goal. I've declared March Meatless March, extending the church's requirement to fast from meat on Fridays during Lent to the entire month. I know all the problems with a carnivorous diet, but I don't intend to become a vegetarian for life. Instead, I hope that by abstaining from meat, I will open myself to a more varied diet. When April rolls around, I plan to be more intentional about my diet, eating only organic meat and planning a few meatless meals every week. April is also the month I will fast from sugar. We've all heard that the American diet contains way too much refined sugar, and that too much sugar causes a ton of health problems, not just diabetes. But I just love it so much, especially chocolate. I'm hoping that by eliminating refined sugar from my diet, not naturally occurring sugar like fruit, I will lose my taste for it so that I can enjoy it in smaller quantities once the month is over. I expect it will be difficult as Easter is in April, but I also expect to have more energy and control in my diet. My life experiment ends in May. I only planned it for the school year, and I haven't actually decided what I'm fasting from in May yet. I'm leaning towards giving up something I really, really love, and that is reading for pleasure. Too much of anything can be unhealthy, and I love to read. I always have at least 2 books going and spend a couple of hours every night reading. What could I do with those hours instead? Spend time with my husband? Enjoy a nice walk in the neighborhood? Have coffee with a friend? Hang out with my daughter? It's just a month and my books aren't going anywhere. But honestly, this will be a big test of my willpower. I may need to spend a good bit of time in prayer just asking for strength. I'm waiting until my life experiment is over to reflect on all I've learned this year. I do know that so far I haven't regretted anything, not even the restaurant meal that ruined January for me. Life is messy, and I'm flawed. This year is about growth and awareness. It's about balance and intentionality. Life isn't a test I need to pass or a chance to prove to others that I'm perfect. So I ask you, what should you fast from? What areas of your life are out of balance? Can you use this Lent to become a better version of yourself? I challenge you to have a truly meaningful fasting experience this Lent.